Hi there, it's Leslie, your core training companion. In this little snippet, if you will, is really about releasing your hip flexors. I get this comment all the time. It's like I've been doing core training, my back hurts, my knees hurt. Well, if you think about when we're sitting all day long and we're shortening our hip flexors, we're weakening our glutes, etc. And then when we go to do core, we lay on the floor, do crunches or all this stuff, which is 99.9% hip flexors, then in all honesty, we are creating more damage than good. But what if I told you that you really can release your hip flexors in a very easy way? It takes a moment to do it, but it is so worth it. Now, we can always do a standing lunge. So all 10 toes facing forward, taking our right leg back and reaching the right arm up. Just from being here, so you're not leaning back, but you're actually bending into the front knee, you will feel a nice stretch in your hip flexors, especially in what we call the sagittal plane. That's a great one. If you don't have time to do the one that I really love and I'll show you, and you'll always find that one feels very different than the other. So simply by feeling this, you get this really nice, delicious stretch in the hips. But if you have more time and you'd really like to feel a nice lengthening in your hip flexors, is where gravity won't have a big influence. What you will need is a bender ball or something similar in that we will place the ball underneath just your right hip. And we're only going to do one side so you can feel the difference. Place the ball underneath the right hip so that the right hip is elevated more so than your left. Now, this is like being in our standing lunge. We extend the right leg or extend your knee and straighten the leg. Now reach the arm up over the head. Now, yes, this is going to feel different than standing because there's no gravity. But then when we take the other knee and straighten it, you want your left hand to the side, right arm overhead. And as you breathe in and breathe out, your goal is to feel what's happening in the right hip. So deep breath in, deep breath out, and just really feel what's happening in this hip. So flexing and pointing the feet, etc., and getting this really nice stretch, lengthening sensation. So by flexing the feet, pointing the feet, or just the right one, okay, will have an effect. You can also hold on to the right wrist and create a little bit more pull here to open up the right side body. And just by even staying here for, if you can, for 60 seconds or more, you're going to start to feel a really nice lengthening. And then when we take the ball away, it is sheer bliss. This hip drops down. So once again, we can do this standing or we can do it in a supine position. Now, another one is by, once again, excuse me, extending the right leg, but now you gently pull the left knee in. Now our goal is if I were to straighten the left knee, then it's more hamstring. But if I really reach out with my right heel and I gently pull back again, I can reach my arm over my head, but then I have a balance issue. Our goal, once again, is to feel what's happening here. Not so much what's happening on the left side, but the more we pull back on the left, the right side is going to have an effect. And you might even feel it right down to your knee. But both of these are good. I really do prefer the first one. Then when you get up, just for grins, and you go back into the stretch that we just did, ooh, that's a happy hip now. And this one still feels a bit stuck. So in our sagittal plane, and we live so much in sagittal plane and walking, running, etc., once again, our hip flexors get very cranky. But this is such a great movement that you can do every day and reap the benefits very quickly from doing this. The other one, of course, is to be on your bed or you're on a couch and pull the knee in and then let the opposite hip hang. Any of these are really good to do if you can on a daily basis, and you'll be so surprised at how better your back, your knees are going to feel when you release your hip flexors. This is Leslie, your core training companion, and hopefully this is a nice little tip that will brighten your day.